BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of shit. I want to say something, and I want to be clear about something. I have no idea why I do that every show. That's just the shit I do. I have no. Let me turn this. I think I hope it don't cut by accident. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I have no idea why that is the thing that I do. That's just the thing that I do. With that being said, before the show even starts, I want to give a shout out to dudes that was in the store this morning when I went to go get some coffee. I want to say something. All right, so let me try to fix this up. I want to say something. All right, so apparently, I used to go to a different store or whatever, but the haters started going to that store and convincing, and that the energy in that store just don't feel well. So I just stopped going to corner stores around here, just in general, because don't nobody got time for that. Ah, shit. I forgot to do a thing. Hold on, y'all. For everybody that could comment right now that's not Green Team, this shit is about to turn off. I want to apologize. But y'all guys got to become Green Team if you want to comment on this page. I don't ever want to have to deal with what I usually have to deal with. So this is not hate on any of you niggas. Y'all fuck with the page. I know y'all fuck with the page. I'm talking about the people that fuck with me. You're going to have to go sign up for Green Team. This is no disrespect. This is not a money grab. This is none of that. This is just for my own peace of fucking mind. So I want to apologize for all the people who just, for whatever the reason is, you don't want to be Green Team. But I don't really have a choice in this matter. If I want to run a channel the way that I want to run it without all the, I don't. Copy? I don't want to build nothing off of hate. I don't want to build nothing off of negativity. Hold on, let this give me 1 second. It got to catch up. I just turned on one of my VPNs. All right, so I don't want to build nothing off of negativity. I don't want to build anything off of hate. You understand what I'm saying? I understand how people build their platform. You build it off of hate. I don't want to build nothing off of hate. I don't want to build nothing off of negativity. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like when I do that, I'm building it off of Satan. And I don't want to build anything off of Satan. I want all creation to come from God, because Satan can't create anything. He can only deform things. You feel me? And I feel like the message in which I'm giving doesn't need to be deformed in order to be better. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to build nothing off of hate. I don't want to build nothing off of negativity. If you support the platform, you'll go Green Team. If you support the platform and you can't go Green Team, or you don't want to go Green Team, you just simply watch and hit the like button, and I'm fine with that. As much as I love comments, I don't want to deal with people in my comment section deforming the message. Period. I'm not on that type of time. I'm not that type of content creator, and that's not who I am at the core of my being. I'm not a person who looks and says, I want to win off of my haters. I'm a person that says, let's move away from that type of paradigm, and let's move towards one that makes that ensures that we can push out a positive message, or at least attempt to push out a positive message, because there's more people out there that need to hear positive things than there are people out there that need to hear negative things. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody that has rejoined the Green Team. I didn't kick anybody off the Green Team. That's not even possible. What happened was we lost our monetization for like a couple of days. So since we lost our monetization, people were removed from the Green Team, because everybody was removed from the Green Team. So for everybody that has already rejoined the Green Team, you have showed your support for this page. I 100% appreciate you. Now, there's people who have not rejoined the Green Team, but y'all pull up to the Cash App, y'all pull up to the Super Chat. And so I appreciate you guys. Some of y'all pull up to the PayPal. So I appreciate you guys. Don't get this confused. But what I'm going to say is, instead of next time dropping that Cash App, instead of next time dropping that PayPal, instead of next time dropping that Super Chat, just become a Green Team member so you can comment, because those comments are extremely valuable. Now, with that being said, shout out to Jet Lee. You used to be Green Team. I did not remove you from the Green Team. I just explained what happened. Shout out to King Slayer. You used to be Green Team also. I did not remove you from Green Team. I just explained what happened. So if you guys would like to rejoin the green team, I will 100% appreciate that. But at the end of the day, there is no other option for me if I feel like I want to put out content that don't have to deal with me arguing with people all day, or at least at the very least having people talk crazy shit into my comment section, because that's not what I'm here for. Also, that gets your channel slowed down. You heard? I don't have that type of power on YouTube where that's not going to hurt me. I'm not these big channels where the fucked up ass comments, it don't matter. Those comments get your page slowed down. Now, with that being said, I want to give a shout out to the dudes at the store this morning. So I go to the store this morning, and we're going to get into the show. Don't worry about it. I just want to do all this bullshit. This is my monologue time. So I go to the store this morning. There was a different store that I used to go to, but the haters used to pull up in the store, and it was just crazy. The vibe and the energy, I'm not here for that. You understand? So I just stopped going. Whenever I feel like I'm not wanted somewhere, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just not going to go back. All of you dudes that be like, you don't want me here, I'm going to be angry. That don't make sense. That's not just them saying that they don't want you there. That's God letting you know that's not somewhere where you need to be. All right? So when God tell you where you don't need to be, pay attention and listen. Stop fighting against God. He'll tell you where you need to be. You'll be in a relationship with somebody and they will not treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. And I'm not saying that you want to be treated. I'm saying deserve. And God will let you know that you got to move on. Copy? So I went to the other store today. I went there a couple of times. And it was just a different atmosphere. It was a different vibe. I had the one dude there, and he looked like, he said a couple of things, and they was chatting me up a little. If I wasn't in such a rush, I would have probably stood there and talked to him for about 15, 20 minutes. I like to actually be able to talk to people in real time. You understand what I'm saying? So I would have probably stood there and talked with him. So we're going to see what happened, because sooner or later, the haters are going to pull up in that store. So I'm going to see how they handle when the people that want bad for me pull up in that store. I'm going to see how the people around there handle it. If they handle it the same way these other niggas handled it, then I'm not going to fuck with them. I'm just going to go to a different store. It is what it is. But if they handle it in a way like I consider a real nigga and handle some shit, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you hating on niggas for? We got a nigga in the hood trying to do some shit and trying to get big, and you hating on him because you jealous? Like, I want to see if niggas pull up on these assholes like that, or if niggas say, well, whatever, nigga, let's see what... I want to see if niggas is going to do the godly thing, or if niggas is going to do what Satan really wants us to do, and that's turn a blind eye while he's at work. So with that being said, shout out to the dudes that was in the store this morning, and it was just all vibes. It was all positive energy, and that's what I want to be around, because that's the type of energy that cultivates development and growth. All right? That cultivates development and growth, that positive energy. So salute to them dudes. I really do appreciate it. I was at the store the other day, and it was the same type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what's going on in your personal life. I have no dominion over that. I have no concern with that. But I do care about how we treat people just in general, especially people that we don't know. So, salute to that store. I'm assuming the haters are going to pull up there any time now to try to make me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And then if they make me uncomfortable, or they attempt to make me uncomfortable, and I see people, I'm just going to assume you in with it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just going to say what it is. So with that being said, let's get to the show. Today, we're going to be talking about, is the streets really a myth? So I want to talk about, just so we can be clear, all these snitches. We're going to be talking about all the snitches today. All of the snitching that's been going on. We're specifically going to talk about some non-snitching kind of situations over years. And we're going to be talking about some shit that Jim Jones said. Because Jim Jones just recently said some shit when he was talking about... And I'm like, well, Jim, I see what you're doing over there, but I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Like, I see what you're doing, but I think the person that you was talking to about the matter, see, the problem is a lot of these dudes should be talking to me about this shit. Of course, that's self-serving. But a lot of these dudes should be talking to me about this shit, because you're talking to people that don't even understand the law. So y'all niggas is going to get caught up and get dragged into something. I understand the law enough to not allow for you to incriminate yourself or put yourself in a position where you could be fucked up. And before the interview, I'm gonna give you pointers on how not to get yourself fucked up if by chance you might be thinking about getting yourself fucked up by accident. Now niggas really need to be interviewing with somebody that has an understanding of the law, not just these street niggas and not just these popular niggas. Copy? Just so we can be clear. Also, income tax. Republicans want to get rid of income tax. You have no idea what's going on, do y'all? Even though I've been telling y'all what's going on for a really, really long time. Y'all have no idea what's going on. I've been telling people what's going on for so long. Nobody's been listening. At least that's the way I feel. But I've been telling y'all what's been going on for a really, 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 really long time. Shout out to Jet Li. He says, "Good morning, BBN. Let's go." A lot of people can't chat, and I know y'all pissed. But imagine how pissed I am that you want me to open up my chat, so I gotta be abused. Just think about that for a moment. You're like, yo, this nigga Jack, he won't open up his chat. But imagine how I feel. You see what happens when I open up my chat. So are you here to watch niggas disrespect me, or are you here for the content? Because if you're here for the content, you just watch or join Green Tea. If you're here to watch me get disrespected, you're going to try to convince me to open the chat. Shout out to Kingslayer. Salute. But I fucks with both of them, by the way. Let's get to this. I'm not sure what I should start first with. I think we should go over the Republican tax thing first, to be honest with you, and get that shit dead out the way. All right, let's go over the Republican tax thing, because that's going to be the shorter video. That's going to be the shorter content. I want y'all to understand what's going on in America. America is currently being robbed by the Democrats. This is facts. I'm going to say that again. America is currently being robbed by the Democrats. How you say? Do y'all remember before Biden was president? What's the number one thing I always told y'all? What the Democrats do is they'll come to your freaking community and they'll open up a fucking drug clinic. They don't care where it's at. They'll open up the drug clinic around a school. They don't care. And then they'll get funding from the government for this clinic. And then the reason why the clinic fails is because they're stealing the funds from the clinic. Now they do this with everything. Democrats. Not all Democrats. But this is a thing that Democrats are known to do. There's a people that need saving. The Democrats open up an avenue to save them. They put money into the pot to save them. And then they extract percentages of that money and put it into their own bank accounts. What the hell do you think is happening with the Ukraine? Those people over there really need help. It's not fake. That's real. These drug clinics they put in our neighborhoods, those people really need help. It's not fake. It's real. But what are the Democrats doing? The Democrats is probably sending billions and billions and billions and then taking their shit off the top. What does this have to do? What does this have to do with cutting the income tax? What do you think a lot of that money is going to be used for? Getting more Democrats elected. Controlling our government. So what do the Republicans want to do? The only way the Republicans can fight back is with the people. That's the only way. So the Republicans, and I told y'all this before, like 2 years ago. So the Republicans need us to have money. The Democrats need us to be broke. The Republicans need us to have money. Why do you think when freaking Trump went into office, everybody had money? You know how I keep telling y'all we going through a civil war? We actually are. We just can't tell when it's being fought because we too busy doing bullshit like watching love and hip hop shows. So our people don't know. Our people don't know. Other people know. Our people, we don't know. We're too distracted. I mean, not all of us, because I've been telling y'all for the longest. So who are you going to vote for? Are you going to vote for the person that want to get rid of income tax? You know how much money that's going to put in your pocket? You going to vote for the people that's going to put more money in your pocket? Or are you going to vote for the people that try to put fear in you? You're going to vote for the people that the only way they could get elected is by causing you to be fearful. Keep that in mind. All right. We could discuss that, but I'm gonna move on. We got to get to the streets is a myth thing because that's what we're here to talk about this morning. We're here to talk about the streets this morning. If y'all want me to really start covering politics, I'll really start. I have not really covered politics yet. We only talk about the shit when something big is happening. If you want me to create a political show, I will. I'm gonna have to go talk to some people and then get a panel to go together because I can't just do it myself. I can't just do it myself, but I'm not. So I should go talk to people and get a panel together so we can have more opinions. Don't get it confused. But y'all keep voting for these Democrats, man. These Democrats is not it, homie. They not it. If you understand recessions and if you understand the financial collapse that we're actually going through, you'll realize the Democrats ain't it, man. But y'all too emotionally connected to these people because all the Democrats got to do is come out and say that Republicans are racist. That's it. They don't have to do anything else. Even though the Democrats are where the KKK started. The Democrats is literally Hydra. The Democrats are literally Hydra. Copy? With that being said, I want to start off with, wait, first of all, could we start off with Troy Ave? This is 2 seconds. So Troy Ave posted some shit. We're moving over to the next conversation. So Troy Ave posted some shit. I want to show y'all. Check this out. Troy Ave posted some shit. Yo, and the haters had some nigga call me this morning and shit trying to like fuck the show up. So I want to say something real quick. If anybody calls you in the morning and they don't do anything but bring you a joyful conversation or a happy conversation, And it's not because they're like, oh man, I've been arrested or some shit like that. Them niggas is the ops. Copy? If anybody ever call you in the morning and they're not bringing you joyful energy, if they're not bringing you the energy of things are going to get better, if they're not bringing you the energy of we winning, if they're not bringing you the energy of excelling, if they're not bringing you the energy of positivity, they the ops. Who in the hell wake up sad and call a nigga? The fuck? Okay. Hold on. I want to show you this shit real quick. Because I thought this was funny. He's not necessarily wrong or right. I just thought this was funny. I want Troy Ave, right? Shout out to Troy Ave. Fuck him. He a real one, for real, for real. And I'm not even talking about whatever happened with him and that dude. I'm just saying he a real one, for real, for real. It's a fact. Shout out to Troy Ave. Tag. So check this out. The fuck? Oh, that's the wrong Troy. So Troy Ave posted this, right? And the caption reads, when N-words still ain't call your bluff. And I want to say something. Somebody did call your bluff, Troy. That nigga locked up in jail right now. So somebody did call your bluff. Copy? It just didn't work out for them. R.I.P. Banger. That nigga locked up. He's never coming home. And it's all because he's a hater. No other reason. Alright? No other reason. He's locked up. He's not coming home. And only because he's a hater. And I promise you, these people are gonna think hate is good. He's locked up. He's not coming home. And it's only because he's a hater. No other reason. Just so we can be clear. So somebody called your bluff. It just didn't work out too well for them. You got shot. R.I.P. Banger. And then this nigga, he ain't never coming home. He is not coming home. I explained to y'all why he's not coming home. He's not. And not for nothing, I promise you, that's the main reason why they went and got Casanova up out of here. I'll explain. Casanova invited a nigga somewhere where a nigga had a problem. You want to know why Casanova's in jail? What y'all don't realize is there's some people that was in that room that was up here. Casanova put all of their lives in jeopardy. You understand it? And I'm not hating on Casanova. I'm just explaining to you the way this shit work. Casanova looked out for his homie. He probably didn't even know dude was going to, pull the blick. He probably did not know this. He probably did not have any of this on his mind. He just probably thought that he was going to press him. You understand? But a lot of niggas is really not pussy. I'm just going to say that. A lot of niggas just be in situations where it's to their benefit to walk away. A lot of niggas ain't pussy. A lot of niggas is just smart. You understand? You know how many times people tried to get me to throw my life away? After I became on YouTube? If I wasn't on YouTube, a lot of these situations would have went down different. But I'm on YouTube. They just trying to get me to throw my life away. Because they jealous. You understand what I'm saying? That's all. And then when you don't throw your life away, they call you a pussy. No, nigga, I'm not throwing my life away. I'm not stupid. Copy? I know what it is. Y'all waiting for me to hit that nigga so 4 niggas could jump on my back. I'm not dumb. Y'all waiting for me to do something where some dude lose their life so y'all can all laugh at me while I'm locked up in jail. I'm not dumb. These jealous niggas is trying to either get you killed or trying to get you to throw your life away. They're hoping that your ego is too much for you to walk away from the bullshit. I promise you, they're not going to throw the first punch. Because they pussy. You understand? You minding your business, walking. They are pussy. They're trying to get you to throw the first punch. They're trying to get you to be aggressive with them. These are all reasons why the streets are myth. Because the pussy niggas is out here acting like they tough guys to niggas that really will give it to them. They trying to put all the real niggas in jail. And then y'all clap for the pussy niggas like this. Yo, that was some real shit. That wasn't no real shit. That was 5 niggas against 1 dude. How was that real? Y'all know I got sinuses stuff going on. I need to blow my nose. Give me 1 second. We're going to be right back. So I wanted to show y'all that, but let's get to the Jim Jones shit real quick, because this is wild. All right, so I don't know if somebody sent it to me. I think somebody sent it to me. Hold on. I'm going to show you this Jim Jones shit real quick. This is funny. So Jim Jones is in an interview. Check this out.
The touchy stuff is facing, I don't know the ins and outs of the program. I don't know the whole situation. All I can see is what I see, and from where I come from, taking a plea when you have co-defendants is really not the thing you're supposed to do. If you're up against a case by yourself, that's something different like that. But you taking a plea is a touchy thing, and I don't really want to touch too much on it like that because I've seen my go through some of the same things. But I can't say this: none of my took a plea. They're all in jail right now during the time. They accepted what they did. They accepted who snitched on them. They accepted it all, and they all sat down and did their time. Nobody tried to take a plea. Nobody tried to go around. You did. You want the child. You did everything.
Okay, so I want to say a couple of things real quick, because he's technically correct. Technically, he's 100% correct. The plea deals that were given in the case that he's talking about, I don't want to go. I'm not trying to get him caught up. I wish niggas like this would talk to a nigga like me before y'all go talk to anybody, so y'all could be able to position your shit better. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to be clear about something. We're just gonna say what it is. The Treyway case specifically is what he's obviously talking about. We already know it's the elephant in the room. He's talking about the Treyway case. And I want to say something. When those plea deals was taken by the members other than Tekashi 6ix9ine, and that's a whole different thing, those niggas didn't snitch on anybody. They were able to take those plea deals and it were isolated to themselves. They was able to say, I did this and I did that. And their plea deals, as far as I know, didn't directly implicate any other person. I'm 100%, as far as I know. Those plea deals that Treyway took, with the exception of Tekashi 6ix9ine, that's a different conversation, they didn't implement anything else. I'll give you an example. The shit that Shotty was charged with were individual crimes. The only crime that any of them admitted to that other people were involved with, I believe, were crimes that was literally on camera. You understand? I don't call that as, if you admit this, if me, you, and this guy commit a crime and this shit's on camera and them niggas is taking deals so they did it, I can't get mad. This shit's on camera. What the fuck I expect them to say? You understand what I'm saying? So I don't take that as you snitching on another nigga if the shit is dead on camera and we can all see it and we all know who is who. I don't take it as that. So as far as the Treyway case is concerned, them niggas really did not snitch on each other. Also, the only person I believe that called Treyway a criminal organization was Tekashi 6ix9ine. No one else did. As far as I know. I don't remember. My memory could be foggy. Maybe Maybe I could be misremembering. It happens. But as far as I know, no one from that case snitched on another nigga directly or in a manner that it was used in the courtroom against anybody other than Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's kind of a factual statement. And I'm going to applaud their lawyers. And more important than applauding their lawyers, I'm going to applaud the judge. Because you do know you can plead to something and the judge could say that they're not accepting that. You do know that, right? I don't think people know how the law works. You could plead guilty and the judge could say that they're not accepting the guilty plea. Why do you think they say, are you pleading guilty under duress? Is somebody paying you? Are they forcing you? The judge is trying to figure out if he should accept the guilty plea or not. A judge could also say he's not accepting a guilty plea because it doesn't sound like you're actually saying you're guilty. That's why they even got that the one that Gunna took. That's why that shit even exists. So as far as what he's saying is, them niggas did stand solid and they did take responsibility for what they did personally. The only people that didn't, they went to trial and it didn't work out. I don't know what to tell you. So as far as him saying that, he's factually correct. What I wish though is if I would have had like a conversation with Jim, don't gotta be on camera or nothing. If I would have had a conversation with Jim and I was able to talk with him about something, about this particular thing, he would have definitely articulated himself better without fear of incriminating himself or anyone else. I'm smart. Now, with that being said, I'll let you hear the rest of what he said real quick.
Be a touchy situation.
Oh no, this statement,
whether or not you agree or not.
It's definitely a touchy situation.
No one did this. No one did this.
After each statement, whether or not you agree or acknowledge that statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the
we don't even need to hear the rest. That's 100% snitching on Young Thug. Period. There's no going around that. He won. What? Okay, so. Okay, so it works like this. All right, so. I want to figure out how to say this to make it so everybody, like, not that it's super smart. There's a lot of people that, okay, so a lot of times people be like, yo, I understand. Why you saying it like that? You think I'm an idiot? No, I don't think you're an idiot, but I promise you there's people in here that might not understand the situation. They're not idiots either, but they might not understand the situation. So it's good when I break something down for people who might not be as in tune as some of you might be. So let me explain this. Once again, you are not trying to prove innocence. What you're trying to prove is that the government does not have a case. You're never trying to prove innocence. Once you try to prove that you are innocent, which is damn near impossible, once you try to prove that you are innocent, you're actually playing into the government's hands. All right? So if you have an attorney and the attorney is like, we're going to prove you're innocent. No, I don't care about that. Let him know right off the rip. We're not trying to prove me innocent. We're trying to prove they don't got a case. All right? Now, if you are a celebrity, you might want to go the route of proving innocence. If you are a loved celebrity, a loved celebrity, not a regular celebrity. One of those celebrities that if you walk outside, you got to have 1 million bodyguards because you're being sworn. You can prove innocence because the jury is already on your side. You understand? The jury already want to let you go home. So if you're trying to prove your innocence, it's a different thing. But generally speaking, with a normal human being, even a person that has celebrity, but they're not a they're not Michael Jackson out this bitch. You understand? They're not Snoop Dogg. You understand what I'm saying? They're just a regular celebrity like Tory Lanez. You don't want to try to prove innocence. You want to prove that there's no case against you. You get it? So what the government does is the government isn't proving that you're guilty. The government is just trying to prove that there is reason to believe that you did this crime. So while you're trying to say, but they don't got no proof. They're not looking for 100% definitive proof. They're only looking for motive and opportunity. That's all they have to prove. That you had the opportunity and that there's a motive. So while you're trying to prove you're 100% innocent, they're actually doing the thing that's going to make you be found guilty even if you are innocent. You get what I'm saying? So when she's asking him these questions, in reality, she's removing reasonable doubt. Wait, hold on. So, because one of the things I don't think they're explaining is there were 2 cars. I think they're talking about the situation where there were 2 cars. They didn't find the shit in their car. There was 2 cars. There was the car they were driving in, and there was the car behind them with the guns and the drugs. When the police stopped the car with the guns and the drugs, them assholes said, "We're with them." Do you get it? So now the government doesn't have to prove that they were Thug's drugs. All they have to prove is Thug was the only one that was in the car with Gunner. And those guys pointed at the car and said, "We're with them." So it has to be Thugs or Gunners. Drugs and guns. And Gunner just said in open court. And the police don't think it was his. So now they're not Gunner's shit. So that means that they're Thug's shit. You get it? All they're doing is removing reasonable doubt. That's it. That's why you niggas go to jail. Because niggas don't know how the court work. And then y'all go do interviews. And in these interviews, you're trying to prove your innocence. And that's not what you should be doing if you're talking. You should be doing something else. And that's why you should come interview with Jack Frost if you got problems with the motherfucking law. Because I know how this shit works. Y'all niggas is busy interviewing with people that don't even know how the law works. So that's why when people got problems with the law and y'all go interview with these dudes and y'all don't come off as intelligent, I look at the person you interviewing with. They didn't do a good job in the pre-interview. They didn't do a good job prepping you. If you do a puff piece with someone, they supposed to prep you. If y'all just doing an interview and it's like hostile, that's one thing. But if you're doing a puff piece with someone, where you're doing an interview specifically for the benefit of the person that you're interviewing, that's a puff piece. You're supposed to do a pre-interview. You're supposed to line up the points that you guys want to make, know what you want to stay away from, and you have to do it with an intelligent person. Y'all guys is interviewing with niggas that barely graduated from high school. That dudes is interviewing with niggas that got a 5th grade education. Niggas reading a 5th grade level. And y'all interviewing with them. And then you wonder why shit go left. I promise you, if Tory Lanez would have did an interview with me, he'd be free right now. I promise you. If Tory Lanez would have did an interview with me, he'd be free right now. I promise you. Because I would have did the interview with him in such a manner that the government would have had to work harder. And by them working harder, they would have had to expose a lot of shit that they didn't have to expose in the courtroom. They only won because they were able to hide certain facts. Now, would Tory Lanez have still gotten in trouble? Possibly so. But he'd be a free man because he wouldn't be caught up on those charges in which he was accused of. They would have had to say he was innocent of those charges, even though he might be guilty of something else. That's all you're trying to do. Create reasonable doubt. You are not trying to prove innocence. Let's talk about another case. Y'all want to talk about another case? Well, shout out to your boy Jimmy Belcher. Tell Tina I said hi. Salute. Y'all want to talk about another case? I'm going to open up this jump off for anybody that want to come up here and talk. Except for people that I know is just coming up here to be disruptive. Obviously, I'm not inviting you guys up here. Yo, and shout out to the mofos that was like, Frost, do not open the chat. So people have been hitting me up like crazy. Like, don't open the chat. The show's so much better now. I need you niggas that's telling me that to join the green team and drop some comments, though. Copy? Because I'm doing great content, and I have 2 choices. A dead live, a dead chat, or a chat that's just volatile. Those are my 2 choices. A volatile, destructive, disrespectful, Satan-filled chat. No, we gonna have good people in there too, but we gonna have Satan all over the place. Or a dead chat. And I'm gonna choose a dead chat for my own safety, my own mental safety, more than I'm gonna choose a chat that's gonna leave me mentally fatigued from having to deal with people who got mental health issues. I don't want to deal with that. When you deal with people that got mental health issues, you become mentally unhealthy. You don't look like you're becoming, you become mentally unhealthy. Copy? I do not like this now. I don't like this knot. Let me see. Is it the knot? I don't like this knot. Sheesh. I don't like this knot. You become mentally unhealthy when you deal with mentally unhealthy people. So we haven't been having good shows because there have been too many mentally unhealthy people in my chat. And I'm a mentally healthy person. So that disrupts me. You understand? If I was mentally unhealthy, it wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't be a problem and I can deal with it. But I'm a mentally healthy person and it disrupts me to see Satan. And it makes me look like I'm mentally unhealthy. So no, we're not doing that. That knot's better. Let's get to some more stuff real quick. Also, I want to say this. Just about the streets is a whole myth. Shout out to Troy Ave. Fucking shout out to Troy Ave. The streets is a myth. And it's a whole myth, homie. These dudes that y'all think is the super tough guys, most of these guys is the niggas that snitch and getting your homies locked up. Put it like this. They legalized, decriminalized weed. Right? And you still got niggas out here doing sucker shit. And they basically gave y'all a fucking Y'all can just make all the fucking money you want to make. And you still got niggas out here being suckers. You still got niggas out here that just can't be happy. You still got niggas out here that's trying to disrupt other people's lives. They legalize weed. And you trying to tell me y'all still not calling sucker shit? Y'all still not telling niggas to get that shit off your block? Yo, man, we trying to make money over here. Ain't that the saying? Tell me where I'm wrong. So y'all niggas see niggas doing sucker shit and you not like, yo, we trying to make money over here. Y'all gotta move that shit down the block, yo. I'm gonna say that again. The fact that weed has been legalized and you still got niggas out here doing sucker shit. And the niggas that's out here making the money ain't telling niggas to get on with that bullshit. Take that shit down the block. The safest places you should be able to be right now is where they sell weed. Because the people that own those blocks should be keeping those blocks tight. Matter of fact, why ain't the niggas... This is some real shit. Listen to me. Y'all got dope fiends everywhere. Them niggas need money. You trying to tell me y'all can't give these dope fiends a little bit of bucks to go fucking sweep the block up? How y'all niggas not keeping the block clean? I'm not even talking no more. I'm trying to help niggas. I just want niggas... What the fuck? Y'all not gonna fix up your storefronts? Y'all not gonna put a little bit of money into making the community look better? And you know you gotta put a lot. Y'all not gonna put a little bit of money into making the community look better? You're not gonna put a little bit of money? You trying to tell me the government has said you niggas can smoke weed any way that you want to smoke damn near. So that basically means niggas is buying mad weed, way more weed than before. Y'all niggas is running out of weed so much that y'all selling fake weed sometimes. And you trying to tell me that y'all niggas can't put a little bit of money into making your fucking storefront look a little bit better? Y'all can't pay a dope fiend a couple of bucks to sweep the block? Dope fiends ain't going nowhere. You don't even gotta pay a dope fiend. You can just pay some one of them niggas that don't got no bread. You can just give them a little bit of weed and them niggas will keep the whole block clean. The problem with us, is that you can't give us nothing and we appreciate it. Not enough of us appreciate shit that we giving. Appreciate the fact that now police can't stop you and say you smell like weed. Appreciate that fact. Sheesh. That's just proof. That's proof that the streets is a myth. Right there. Because all of this time, niggas been running around talking about, yo, them niggas is fucking with me over a little. Now they not fucking with you over a little bit of weed. Now what? Y'all niggas found more shit to go do. Now y'all running through the streets shooting each other in broad daylight over nothing. Y'all niggas is literally having OK Corral shootouts in the middle of the day. I hope the police get all of you niggas off the street. All of you dudes, not just the ones that's doing the shooting, but the ones that's encouraging niggas to go out there and shoot around in the broad day. The niggas that think that they bullies. Y'all getting niggas killed. Y'all getting random strangers killed because y'all jealous and y'all hating on other niggas. Figure out a hustle and go do it. They literally said, look, in New York, we love hustling. New York is we gotta allow for people to hustle. We have to allow for people to hustle in New York. Sheesh, that niggas is weirdos. Also, expect for a lot of the shit that's legalized in Las Vegas to come over to New York. All right, expect a lot of the shit that's legalized in Las Vegas to come over to New York, because New York is about to knock Las Vegas out of the box. Las Vegas is not about to not be a thing. I promise you. Las Vegas is about to not be a thing. New York about to knock them out the box. They already got the casino coming to Grand Central to Times Square. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen when that happens? You know they gotta change the tax laws too now. Oh wait, hold on, that's a whole nother conversation. Alright, we're not having that conversation because we're talking about the streets. That's a whole nother conversation. I'll get back into politics if we start talking about that. But they're gonna have to change a lot of tax laws in New York City for those that don't know. Look forward in like the next couple of years. They're gonna have to change the tax laws. Nobody thought about that yet? You didn't think about the fact that them bringing in a casino to New York City is gonna make them change the tax laws? Nobody thought about that? Just remember I said it, alright? Because ain't nobody said that yet. Just remember I said it. That's all I got to say. Just remember I said it. Froze. Putting you on game. It should be about 2 years. I expect for it to happen around the time of the next presidential election or a little short term after. Just remember Frost told you. You're going to have to change the tax laws in New York City. If you are enjoying any aspect of this show, you can hit the like button. You can pull up to the Cash App or the Super Chat or the PayPal. And you can become a Green Team member and comment. You can support the platform if you are enjoying it. If you are not enjoying it, then I don't expect you to do anything. Just so we can be clear. But if you are enjoying it, you can always pull up and show support. Now, with that being said, for everybody that can't comment, what's the next snitch thing you want me to speak on? Because we're talking about all how the streets is a myth this morning. What's the next thing you want me to talk about? Oh, I tell y'all what. This is what we're going to do. I don't know. We only got 10 likes. I tell y'all what. We get to 50 likes, I'm going to open up the chat for a couple of minutes. If we get to 50 likes, I will open up the chat until the haters pull up. If we get to 50 likes, I'm going to open up the chat until the haters pull up. So if they're the first ones that's comments, that's on you. But if we get to 50 likes, I will open up the chat until the haters pull up. They're gonna immediately pull up, by the way. But I will open up the chat until the haters pull up. If we get to 50 likes, I'm not even gonna look at the likes. I don't think we're gonna make it. Everybody's telling me don't do it though. They like, keep that shit closed. The show's so much better when you could just work. It is. It's a fact. Hold on. Let's get to the next proof that the streets is a myth. Can we talk about queso real quick? I just want to talk about queso. I'd rather talk about some New York shit just so we can be clear, but I want to say something about queso, proving once again the streets is a myth. Shout out to Troy Ave. Queso's father snitched on him. But that's not where the streets is a myth at. That's just, further proof. But the streets was a myth in that situation before then. Okay, so you want to know why niggas got killed less from gun violence and shit like that in the 80s and the 90s? Because niggas was smarter. I'm going to explain. See, in the 80s and the 90s, when somebody used a gun and they kill somebody with that said gun, guess what they do with the gun? They ditch the gun. They get rid of the gun. They throw the gun away. So what will happen is a nigga will get a gun and it'll be his favorite gun. And he don't want to have to get rid of the gun. And the simple fact of not wanting to get rid of the gun made him think twice about killing that fool. The simple act of not wanting to have to go get a new gun made a nigga, might have 100%, and I know this to be a fact, saved niggas' lives before. Because you don't want to have to go get another gun. Or that might just be your favorite gun. Niggas was literally being saved because the dude that owned the gun didn't want to have to ditch it. Now, why is this making something in this Queso situation? How Queso get caught in the car with guns with bodies on it, and he's sitting in the car with his pops and two other dudes. So while everybody is saying, just so we can be clear, while everybody is saying, yo, this nigga Pop snitched on him, yo, this nigga put everybody's life in jeopardy. This nigga riding around with a dirty gun that he's also not claiming. Nobody don't think that nobody's thinking about that. So nobody is thinking about that. Nobody's thinking about the fact that this dumbass nigga is out there catching bodies with this gun, and then he getting in the car with a whole bunch of other niggas because he ain't ditched the shit. He ain't bury it. He ain't throw it in the fucking river somewhere. He didn't take the shit apart and throw a piece over here and throw a piece over there. This nigga literally got in the car with his pops, two other fools, with a gun that had bodies on it. So I hear how everybody's saying how his pop snitched, because that's some weirdo shit. But nobody calling him on that. Stop shooting niggas for no reason. You don't want to have to go get another gun. You keep your gun for protection. You don't keep your gun for aggravation. You don't have your gun to flash it. A nigga shouldn't see your gun until that's the last thing he see. So stop bringing your gun out to show niggas you got one. Niggas shouldn't know the look, the make, the model. Copy? If you not passing up on shooting a fool that deserve it, you shouldn't have a gun. Because sometimes you gotta pass up on a nigga that deserve it. You gotta walk away. Especially in broad daylight. Y'all niggas is shooting niggas in broad daylight. This shit is unheard of. Niggas wasn't shooting niggas in broad daylight when there wasn't cameras everywhere. Now there's cameras everywhere and you niggas is shooting niggas in broad daylight. This ain't Atlanta. This ain't Houston. This ain't Texas. This ain't one of those states where, this ain't Florida, where you can hit a fool and it's self-defense. You keep that shit tucked. That shit's for protection. First and foremost, the protection of your family and your household. Copy? You keep that shit tucked. 2, if you walking around with your shit on you, you really shouldn't be getting into scraps. Because you know what's gonna happen? That shit gonna fall out, my nigga, even if you don't want to use it. You know how many niggas the shit... Anyway. So the streets is a myth. Because there's too many niggas out here that don't know how the streets go, that's telling you how the streets go. There's too many niggas out here that claim to be big homies, but they not really big homies. They tricked you. These is just some niggas that was too stupid to stay out of prison. They tricked you. They went to jail for a thing and now they outside and now they big tough guys because they did some time. You know who the real big homies is? Your pastor. You know who the real big homies is? that nigga on your block that own a business. You know who the real big homies is? The motherfucker that's gonna teach you how not just to stay out of jail, but teach you how to go do something that's gonna keep you out of jail. Those are the real big homies. Copy? You don't know who the real big homies is? The real big homies is the coach of the fucking football team, the basketball team. The real big homies is the nigga that ain't even a coach, but he pulls up to the park every day and tries to speak life into the youth. Those are the real big homies. Your big homie is a nigga that did 20. How, nigga? Tell me where the lie at. Y'all niggas got big homies that went to jail and had to figure out how not to get fucked. That's your big homie. We not the same. If your big homie ain't trying to elevate your mind to the point where you could do something in this world that's going to help you be able to take care of your family and stay out of prison at the same time, and what is he doing for you? If your big homie is busy having conversations with you about how y'all gonna attack that nigga and attack that nigga, but he ain't having a conversation with you about how y'all gonna get to the bag, that's your big homie? So your big homie, just so we can be clear, and this is no disrespect to niggas that stand on the corner every day, but you see your big homie every day before and after you go to school standing in front of the same store? That's your big homie? Your big homie wear the same pants 3 days in a row? That's your big... I mean, we men. Some of us just wear the same pants 3 days in a row. It is what it is. But you get my point. I'm going to say something real quick. Hold on. So, I'll just say something. Let me take that one back. Because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I got a shitload of clothes. And sometimes I wake up and I'll be like, I don't really feel like going and looking. And it is what it is. But you get my point. Your big homie is busy having conversations with you about other niggas. That's your big homie? He busy talking to you about how much he hate another nigga. That's your big homie. Your big homie is busy asking you to help him stalk a nigga. That's your big homie. Me and you ain't the same. I ain't never had a big homie like that. I ain't never had a mentor like that. Every mentor I ever had, we talked about business, nigga. We talked about getting to the bag, nigga. We talked about elevating our minds, nigga. Your big homie, you know what y'all talk about? Another nigga. The streets is a myth. Shout out to Troy Ave. Please, Troy, hook up, line up with me. Let's write a fucking a mini series about how the streets is a myth. I'm really good with history, so that makes me a good writer. That's what your big homies is doing. Your big homies is out here pocket watching another nigga. That's your big homie. What the fuck could you learn from a nigga pocket watching another nigga? Except for how to be a beta. Because only betas pocket watch. Y'all niggas got big homies as betas. And a lot of y'all big homies was either fucking or getting fucked in prison. That's a fact. Tell me where the lie at, nigga. And if any one of you, just so we can be clear, I know about a lot of you street niggas out here. I'm dangerous, nigga. I know about a lot of you street niggas out here. I I'll blow the top off of your fucking alleged big homie status. I just don't care. It's not my business. And that's not going to help the youth. It ain't going to help the youth. Yeah, I might hurt a nigga feelings. You be like, yo, that dude that's your big homie, man, that nigga be fucking boys, man. Boys meaning, you know, in jail, the new niggas that get in, you be fucking little boys, man. Like, you know, they're adults, but you get what I'm saying. That's your big homie, man. Your big homie is out there getting blowjobs from men, man. He just don't think it's gay because the guy doing the thing to him and he's not doing the thing to the guy. So to him, it's not gay. That's your big homie. Can't even control their sexual urges. Any man that can't control his sexual urges is a beta. You heard? All of you niggas that feel like y'all gotta fuck all the bitches, it's because you a beta. Any nigga that get with a good woman and cheat on her, and she a good woman, you a beta. You think you are alpha. You are a beta. You want to know why? You with a good woman and you can't even control your sexual urges, nigga. You don't have control over yourself. That's neither here nor there. Actually, that's everything. What else we talking about? A nigga went in the car with his father, 2 other niggas, and was carrying a dirty gun. That queso dude, he put everyone's life in jeopardy. I don't know how I feel about his pops snitching. I don't think his pops can snitch. Period. But I don't know how I feel about it. Because I know I'll be like this in the car with them. Like, my nigga, you my son. You didn't know better than this? I'm supposed to be the father was supposed to be the big homie. He the leader of all them niggas. You didn't know better than this and you my son? So you just got all of us fucked up. Yeah, we had to have heat on us, but you couldn't have, but you made all the guns dirty and you didn't get rid of none of them? My mentors got PhDs and MDs. That's who the people have been mentoring me through my life at. PhDs and MDs. I only got a couple that don't. And they're just successful. Sheesh. Niggas is weirdos, yo. You want to know why Gucci Mane's artists keep going to jail? Because he's a bad big homie. That's why they keep going to jail and they keep dying. Let's call it out what it is. We calling everybody out on their bullshit. We calling everybody out on their bullshit. Gucci Mane niggas go to jail and die because he a bad big homie. Shout out. I'm gonna say this in 2 seconds. Right after we finish, I'm gonna get into this. Right? I only see one. I'm gonna get into this. I only see one. Oh, okay, I see the second one. Hold on. This is me? Oh, great fucking job. You the best. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna get to that. I'll get to that, what you just wrote. I'll get to that. Give me 2 seconds. I want to finish with this Gucci Mane thing. Gucci Mane is a bad big homie. He's a bad mentor. That's why his guys keep going to jail. And that's why they keep dying. He's a bad mentor and he's a bad big homie. Alright? Let's just say what it is. If you got somebody who fathered some children and the children lived with him and all of the children fell at life except for 1 or 2. You got 6 kids. Only one kid is successful. All the rest of them fell at life. That's a bad father. Tell me where the lie. Tell me where the fucking lie. If you have a father, and let's say they got 6 kids, all of the fucking kids fail, pardon my language, all of the kids fail at life. Jail or whatever the hell was going on with them. Jail, drugs, homelessness, whatever's going on with them. All of them fail at life. Except for one. That is a bad father. The same thing goes for mentors. The same thing goes for big homies. So Gucci Mane is a terrible big homie. He's terrible. He's not giving any guidance. First of all, you're giving these guys all of this money, but you're not teaching them to invest it. You trying to tell me your rapper has a girlfriend and y'all not teaching them how to monetize her platform? Hold on. You got kids and a girlfriend and y'all not monetizing them? You have a whole city on your back and you're not monetizing that? Only through the rap song, not through nothing else. You about to make this nigga a whole millionaire and you're not teaching him that he needs to be healthy? Mentally, physically, spiritually? So he could be financially healthy? So this is what you're telling me? But you're supposed to be a big homie though. So no, Gucci Mane is a terrible big homie. He's one of the worst in the game. Period. And I don't want to hear he's just choosing bad people. Because I'm going to let you know right now, these niggas want to get out of the hood. And if they don't want to get out of the hood, don't sign them. Stop signing niggas that want to stay in the hood. That whole, yo, I'm going to get rich and I'm not moving off the block. What the fuck are you talking about? How are you supposed to encourage other people to go after their dreams if you reach your dreams and stay where you at? Don't let that go over your head. So no, Gucci Mane, terrible big homie. He needs to figure out. I don't want to hear about no more artists he's signing. You can tell me about them after they go to jail or the worst thing happened to them. Tell me then. I don't want to hear about no more of his artists. The next artist he signed better do Christian gospel. I don't know what to tell you. Because I'm not on that time. I'm not here for the people who do bad mentoring. Do bad mentor, that shit's questionables over here. No, bad mentoring. Just so we can be clear, before anybody say anything about my mentoring, I mentor people into getting their channels monetized. I mentor people who had 0 followers into having 12,000 followers plus. I mentor people to the point where some of these niggas y'all didn't know nothing about until you heard me talking about them. So don't tell me I'm a bad mentor. I just picked the wrong people. That's it. My heart just too big. That's it. I need that shit to grow 3 times smaller. My heart just too big. That's all that happened. I mentor niggas into success. Those is facts and it's documented. Say what you want. Yeah, I'm drinking some coffee and I'm flexing at the same damn time. So I don't want to hear I can't talk about mentors. These other pages won't even speak to you if you don't got no followers. I took niggas that didn't even have a fucking channel. Monetize that bitch. And didn't ask for nothing. Give me a second. Blow my nose and shit. I'm hype over here. And just so we can be clear, there's times that it upsets me that I did what I did, but and truly in my heart, I don't regret it. Because I showed you how to do this, son. Give me 1 second. Here? Y'all doing this today? Y'all. Mom, appreciate you. You the man. I showed y'all how to do this, son. I can't help it if they don't got the personality I got. That don't got shit to do with me. And some of them, they just trying to be me instead of be themselves. Just be yourself, man. This is the last bit of advice I'm gonna give to some of these rap bastards. I know a lot of y'all kinda on a personal level, and if y'all just was to be yourselves, y'all will win so much. But y'all trying to do what I do. Y'all trying to use my BBN mannerisms that don't organically fall into your personality. I got a different personality, all right? Not everybody could be as intense as I am and at the same time tell a joke. That took so much work, effort, practice, and growth. You're not going to get that type of work ethic, practice, and growth over the course of a year or two. Maybe over the course of 15, 20 years, but not over the course of a year or two. You're not going to be able to do what I do the way that I do it, but you can do what you do the way that you do it, the way that you do it. That's something you can do. Gucci Mane, terrible fucking big homie. He's fucking terrible. Pardon me, he's terrible. Sheesh. I'm just reading comments. Don't open the chat. I didn't even check. I told you if we get to 50, I'll open it up. Yeah, 50. I told you if we get to 50, I'll open up the chat. But I don't expect us to make it. And I don't really want to open the chat anyway. So I don't really care. And I've been getting a lot of invites to Clubhouse as of late. I don't really want to accept any of these invites because the last time I went into a Clubhouse and I accepted the Clubhouse invite, they just was trying to ambush me. You know what I'm saying? They just wanted to call me in there so they could ambush me. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to deal with that. This has shit to do with controlling or creating a narrative. It has something to do with I don't want to deal with the negative energy. So if you're inviting me somewhere for people to just be disrespectful to me, I'm just not going to go back. I'm going to go do something else. And I'm fine with not being invited to your party, just so we can be clear. So next time I get invited to one of these things, I'll actually look to see who's inviting me because I realize some of the people that are inviting me are actually good people. I'll actually look to see who's inviting me before I just dub it because I just been dubbing them shits and I just been dubbing them. Oh man, this is Clubhouse. I'm not going. But I'll actually look. All right. I don't even look when I see a Clubhouse notification. To be honest with you, I don't pay no attention. I just assume people just want to ambush me. Shout out to Darkwing. He says, "What's good? He froze. Happy Friday, BBN. Salute my brother. All of the things." Yeah, so I'll start actually looking. All right, so shout out to Miss Fearless. So I was sent this. Shout out to Miss Fearless. Allegedly, there are some people that believe that Gunna was somebody was there purposely recording it, so Gunna couldn't get away with saying that he didn't snitch. First of all, we already said that. Act just said it after us. Does anybody here remember when I already said that? You might have missed it, by the way. But we 100%, our platform said that first. The platform that you are a part of said that first, baby girl. All right? Just so you know. And we said it when the shit ripped off, when the shit first happened. So 9 times out of 10, shout out to academics, he really be parenting me sometimes. Don't get this shit confused. Shout out to Ack, I fuck with him. Thank you for getting the message out. But we said it first. And literally said, if nobody was in the courtroom recording that shit, this nigga would have been able to act like he didn't tell on nobody. And what did he do? He came out and pretended like he didn't tell on nobody. That's what he did, correct? So we said it over here first, just so we can be clear. We 100% said it over here first. Because we said it the day it happened. So I don't know when Act said this. And you know, I guess we can make a 10-minute video on it if I get done with Amazon in time today. Because Amazon is obviously the platform I'm gonna make my most money off of right now. So after I finish with Amazon today, I'll look into quite possibly making a video on this. We'll see how quickly everything goes. That's all I can say. We'll see how quickly everything goes. If you are enjoying the platform, you can do a ton of different things to show your enjoyment. The one thing you could do is just literally become a Green Team member. If you are enjoying the platform, you can just become a Green Team member. I'm trying to take this thing off here so you can see the shit. You could become a Green Team member if you are enjoying the platform. That's one way that you can support. Another way you can support is we have a BBN store down there. You can pull up to the BBN store. Another way that you can support the platform is the easiest way to support the platform is if you want to pull up to the Cash App, the Super Chat, and or the PayPal, which is always appreciated. That's literally the easiest way to support the platform. There is no obligation to do any of these things. It's only if this is something that you wish to do. But if you are a person who are enjoying the platform, you want to see the platform continue or at least grow in any shape or form, you will want to support it like anything that you will want to see grow. So. What the fuck is this? You can always pull up to our BBN store. You can cop your merch. You can always pull up to our BBN store. You can cop our merch. Excuse me. But yeah, we said that first. Shout out to DJ Academics. Shout out to DJ Academics. But we definitely said that first. You can pull up to our BBN store. And you could cop some merch. You could buy some stuff for your lady over there. You can be like, little baby girl, you a whole queen out here. And there's plenty of colorways, so you can mix and match. I love this fucking hat. Love these two things. Even though I know people don't really wear these now, but you could be a ninja. Put that shit on, a whole ninja. All right, so So I want to say this real quick. I just want to be clear. So, I do believe that was the plan that Gunna was gonna actually try to use. Say I didn't snitch on anybody. I didn't snitch on anybody. I just admitted to what I did because that's what they always say. But I'm gonna say because I was literally in the courtroom when Treyway was admitting to what they were doing, and I don't remember any Treyway member. Admitting to a thing which then got another guy caught up. I can't remember anything off the top of my head. I just can't remember a Treyway, not off the top of my head. I guess if we go through all of the stuff and I nitpick, it's a possibility. But if you nitpick, you could find something wrong with anything. You understand what I'm saying? You nitpicking. So I don't remember a Treyway member doing anything or saying anything in court that was directly getting anybody else caught up, with the exception of obviously Tekashi 6ix9ine. But a lot of them did take deals, but the deals that they took, it wasn't necessarily screwing other people over. The only thing I saw anybody admit to, any crime that I saw somebody admit to that had other people involved in, I believe was on camera. So, I mean, I don't know how they were supposed to say they didn't do that shit and then also say that the other person wasn't there when they were all on camera. So, just something to mention. What else this comment say? He said Gunna might have to take the stand, but they want to get away scot-free. I do believe that there was, I think Gunna's information was always going to be used. And I don't know if they need him to take the stand as much as they needed Gunna to say, admit with the prosecution that those guns and drugs that were found were not his. I think that was of paramount importance. That was the most important aspect of him copping the plea. Them being able to put the guns and those drugs on Thug. If we go look at Young Thug's charges real quick. Hold on, let's go look at Young Thug's charges real quick. I hate that happens. Young Thug, right? Charges, right? I'm doing. Later, following Thug's May 9th arrest, he was charged with several additional felonies after a reported police raid of his Buckhead home. The new charges include possession of drugs with intent to distribute, possession of firearms, and 3 counts of being a person employed or associated with a criminal street gang to conduct or participate in criminal street activity through the commission of a crime per documents reviewed by Vulture, right? So now look at this. Gunna was charged with 1 count racketeering. According to the indictment, he allegedly received stolen property in the possession of drugs, including methamphetamine, marijuana, hydrocodone, with the intent to distribute. He was arrested May, whatever, right? So, hold on. Right? 8 felonies, right? Charged with possession and intent to distribute. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So, Thug's charges? The Atlanta rapper being charged with possession to intent to distribute methamphetamine, hydrocodone, and marijuana. Now, what did they say about Gunna? Gunna. He allegedly received stolen property and was in possession of drugs, including methamphetamine, marijuana, and hydrocodone. Intent to distribute. Do you see why when he pled guilty, it's so different? Look, Thugger was originally pulled over for tinted windows, but the charges reportedly dropped. So this is when they were in the car. Last year, police pulled him over and discovered 2 guns, narcotics, liquid, codeine, and $50,000 cash in the vehicle. Remember when he was pulled over with Gunna, right? Hold on. Right? Hold on. Remember people try to tell you that I'm not a journalist, that I don't know how to do research and all this other shit. Wow, looks like I'm pretty good at this stuff, right? Anyway, Channel 2 Action News has learned that rapper Young Thug faces legal problems involving gun and drugs. Beyond this, included in the Fulton County sweeping gang indictment. If y'all notice, I keep putting Gunner and Thug's name in there. There's a reason for that. Obtained body camera footage of the Brookhaven police stop involving both Young Thug and fellow rapper Gunna. The rappers' names, who are Jeffrey Williams and Sergio Kitchens, I keep laughing because this nigga look like his name is like Kitchens and shit. Respectfully, were 2 of the 28 people indicted. People indicted on racketeering last week, boom, 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 dating back to 2012. So, once again, Gunna a day after Young Thug arrested, Gunna turned himself into the police. Lawyers for both men have suggested that they are innocent, but Winnie has learned that there isn't a first time the pair has been linked to criminal, whatever, right? Hold on. We don't really care about this charge right here. Well, here we go. The charges stem from a 2017 vehicle stop in Brookhaven. Hold on. These guys, okay, I know how you do your website. We're about to have our website back up in a minute. Why they lying to y'all about how good I am at this? Why they lying? Williams has now been charged with possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, possession of a Schedule 3, 4, and 5 controlled substance with the intention to distribute, possession of a sawed-off shotgun, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and other charges related to the criminal street gang activity, according to the records of the Fulton County Jail. Hold on. According to the documents obtained by Channels 2 investigative reporter Mark Wynn, at the time of his arrest, William was in possession of 20 bottles. This is what they got at his crib, right? So we're not looking here for that. I think that's from the crib. I don't think that's from the car. And this is how they expect to get off. He committed no crime whatsoever because he didn't directly do the crime. So that's what's going to be the offense. But they closed those loopholes. So those don't work no more. It don't work no more when you say my client didn't commit the crime, it was the other guy. Those don't work no more. You better hold your heads, man. You better stop being out here doing shit that is not gonna make you get off, man. I don't know what to tell you. Shit is not what you think it is. The niggas have closed all the loopholes. There is no more loopholes. All the loopholes are closed. Okay? All the loopholes that niggas was using to get crash test dummies, those is all closed. They're all closed. There are no more loopholes. Alright? So for all of the bosses out there that thought that you could go send niggas to do crash test dummy shit and it wasn't gonna come back to you, those are closed. Those loopholes don't exist anymore. They don't exist. So just so we can be clear, I just showed you that's a great thing that you just sent me. Give me 1 second. So just so I can show you, just so we can be clear, I have one of the best producers on the internet.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you
I just saw I could turn the speaker on the next time because I wasn't playing that, so it went off by itself. I'm gonna play this again. Listen.
It's definitely a touchy situation.
please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that the statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly further YSL the game. Please state after each statement whether or not you will.
Streets is a myth, homie. Don't let nobody lie. It's a rap. This shit is old. The streets is a meat grinder. Right? Try to get out of that shit before you turn the corner. That's all it is. Streets is a meat grinder. That dudes that you think got your back, they don't really got your back. The majority of these niggas out here is snakes. And as soon as you start doing well, and as soon as you start getting ready to elevate yourself, what do? They hate. Why him and not me? Tell me where to lie. Why him and not me? That's what these niggas think. That's what weak-minded people think. You know what I think? Oh shit, that nigga made it? The fuck, I'm gonna make it too, nigga. Let me apply myself. That's what a strong-minded person thinks. You know what a weak-minded person thinks? Yo, why that nigga make it and not me? Yo, fuck that nigga. We gonna fuck his shit up. That's what weak-minded people think. Because weak-minded people don't believe that they can make it. Weak-minded people usually can't make it because they didn't put in the energy and the effort to be able to turn themselves into something that can succeed. They was busy using their energy and their effort to hate on somebody. They wasn't using their energy, they wasn't using their effort to be able to make themselves a better person, to be able to give themselves a talent or a skill. They weren't trying to get better in life. They're just trying to figure out how to keep everybody down on their level. That's Satan. That's a weak-minded person. You're not going to see a strong-willed person, a strong-minded person trying to hold another motherfucker back. Want to know why? Because they're not thinking about you. You're not of any consequence. Understand? Your success can't bother my success. Your success can't bother my success. You succeeding doesn't mean anything to me negative. I'm gonna clap for you. I promise. If anybody ever saw me in competition, you know that's a fact. I'm gonna clap for you. I'd rather play a good game and lose than a bad game and win. Because it's not win by any means necessary. It's improve by any means necessary. We have to improve, become better than we are by any means necessary inside of the Most High's light. Inside of the Most High's light. What time we got? We going on 12. I'm gonna get up out of here. It's actually an incredible show this morning, and I'm loving it. But on mornings that we don't actually get any support from the community, I gotta get off on time so I can go actually make money. So on shows that we don't get any support from the community, I gotta get off because I gotta go and I have to go make money. So I have to go work on different platforms right now in order to go make money. So I appreciate y'all. I hope everybody had a beautiful day. I hope I said something this morning that benefits you in a way that allows for you to improve your life and allows for you to just look at stuff a little bit differently. We gotta get out of the hood, but I don't mean out of the hood like move. I mean out of the hood. You know what I'm saying? We're walking around with our heads covered. We're walking around without the ability to be able to see that we're greater together than we are individually. You understand? At the end of the day, I'm not a person that looks for a team to win. I think I do better by myself. That's why whenever there's an issue or whenever there's a problem, I isolate. Because I work better by myself. But not everybody is that way. And some people need other people to work better. I don't. I 100% work better when I'm 100% isolated. So I'm going to go into my little isolation chamber. I'm going to go into my, what do they call that shit on Dragon Ball Z? I forgot what they call that shit on Dragon Ball Z. But I'm going to go into my chamber and I'm about to, work some stuff out. I wonder if my book is ready yet. I don't know. They said up to 72 hours. But sometimes they click it after 2 days where it's able to be. But I'm going to be uploading more of my stuff and I got to go work on some things. But everybody just have a beautiful day. Do the things that you need to do to win. If anybody would like to promote, hit me. But if you don't worry about it. I'm not stressing. Remember the people that was there for you when nobody was. They were there for you through the kindness of their heart. Not there for you because they wanted to manipulate you. Not there for you because they wanted something out of you. There for you because they saw something in you. Cherish those people. Copy? Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification bell. #BronxBonus. Let's get it. I'm out.